Hey everybody, welcome to the stupid show, as we call it, as we deal with this situation up here. It's stupid. Yeah. So here we go. Let's try and sort through this Captcha situation. Chewing gum and getting through a weird Captcha. All right, traffic lights. It's so tiny. This is the whole stream, maybe. We could just play this game. Okay, I mean, that's pretty easy, right? Traffic lights. Wait, what happened? That's actually a good question. Why is anything... Google's been messed up. Okay, more traffic lights. Are those traffic lights down there? I don't think they are. Ah, motorcycles. Oh my God. Are those scooters or motorcycles? Fuck's sake. And what's that? It's so tiny, man. Oh. Taxis. Well, that could be an Uber. All right, let's use the audio part.
Locally, because
What?
locally, because
That locally because? What is happening? All right, we'll try again. God. I think these are stairs. The future is now. I think it just keeps pinging back to the... Yeah, it says that I'm getting unusual traffic from my computer, but that doesn't really make any sense. My computer's malicious software, a browser plugin. Huh. All right, I'm checking the box. I'm not a robot. Motorcycles. I'm checking the box. I'm not a robot. Mountains or hills. This is just for the chat. Not a robot. I got that. I'm not a robot. Crosswalks. I'm not a robot. This could literally be the rest of the game. Or the rest of the stream, rather. Huh. Well, I will pop out this chat one more time. Oh, and now I have this here too, saying I'm not a robot. Interesting. Okay, so it worked there. All I had to do is press I'm not a robot. However, on this side, this is a fun game. I will reload it. Copy. How's everybody doing? Other than badly because you're watching me do this. All right, I'm going to refresh. Okay, actually, I'm going to change it. Change the URL just a little bit covertly. Oh, and it still asked me to do that? That's weird. All right. Interact. I'm not a robot. Traffic lights. Whoa! It worked. We did it. Look, everybody's here. All my friends. They all showed up. Here we are. FL Studio time. How's that? Wow. I did it. That was the hardest thing I did all day. I think that actually was the hardest thing I did all day. Yeah. All right. Good game. Let's see what else. And then also, while I've been starting this stream, I've been chatting with a doctor, a telehealth doctor, who's like really, really late, and yeah, so that's been fun. And so I've been like, is that how funny would that be if I projected the wrong window and it was just like a massive HIPAA violation? I guess it would only be a massive HIPAA violation if I were the doctor. And you don't know that I'm not the doctor. Yeah, so here we are. Okay, so this can go up in this window now. And I'll just read this chat. Maybe I'll bring this down. Okay, great. We're all sorted out. Okay, and if you want like immense, if you want some immense level of confusion, I'm also remote desktop connectioning into a dedicated server with my dedicated WAM, my dedicated WAM. So I have like two different desktops here, one in Virginia and then the other here. By the way, hey, if you guys want to play a game, should I just install a Minecraft server on there? I have an audio server right now going. Let's check this out really fast. Let's see if I could load it up. Let's see if I remember my IP of that server. We could check that out. Would this do it? No. I'm trying to remember what. I guess I could load in, well, whatever. It's basically a Spotify-like interface of my music, bouncing it from an IPFS server. And it works. It's super not that intuitive or cool, but it works, and that is the important part, because, yeah, it's taken a long time to actually get that to work. And I'm using a Windows server rather than a Linux one. I've spent a lot of time dealing with a Linux server, and it has been quite the disaster. I'm just not, I think it's been a disaster because I can deal with Linux, but I feel like I can only deal with Linux when it is local. And SSHing, like trying to set things up through SSH, the moment you run into a problem, you're just done. That's it. There's nowhere to go. But yeah, Lambient can be done on that Dedi now, which is nice. I can stream Sim Selections music. I mean, literally, like within an hour, I could have Tuna set up to stream Sim Selections music 24/7 if I wanted. I feel like Minecraft is just like the default game server that should be running there. It doesn't really take that many resources. So I could just run a Java version of Minecraft if you want. If you don't want, then that's fine. I don't really know what other server to run. Yeah, I feel Rust maybe. Just run a Rust server 24/7. Yeah, that's probably why Google thinks that I don't know, maybe not. Did I log into my Google account from the dedicated WAM server? I don't think so. All right. Yeah, and then my pharmacy has a VST plugin where I can load up all my drugs. So two things. Does Splice have a plugin? I think they do, don't they? I think they have quite a few. Yeah, Splice Bridge. What? Oh, okay. Splice app not found. I have to open the Splice app. All right, doing that. So I have Splice credits, and I don't want to use Splice anymore. I have no use for it. I never touch it. I think I've downloaded like 3 things in my life. All right, now it's connected. So wait, what do I do? This is weird. This isn't the most intuitive. I've had the noise one as well. I think I have like a free noise subscription or something, but yeah, what am I supposed to do? Yes, allow access. Okay, so I have sounds. Okay, I'm going to click a drum break. Can we hear that? Cool. I see. That's handy. That's such a weird interface, but yeah. I also have a bass and a guitar. Yeah, these ones are crazy. I think 160 is the native BPM here. These I actually really liked. Yeah, that's crazy. I love it. I feel like these are just remaking classic drum and bass samples. Yeah, okay, so whatever this is. Obtuse rhythms. So can I... What? I can't drag and drop this? What the... Yeah, I can. Maybe not. I feel like my chat's somewhere around here. Yeah, I feel like it was like a fake amen break. I don't know what I could spend. Maybe I could spend the credits on my prescription drugs. Maybe I'll go do that right now from my other window. And no, I'm not showing you what that is. I've just been in this cycle of depressing, trying to figure out your prescriptions while they keep screwing them up type thing. Okay, I have two ready. View my prescription status. And the worst one, ugh, it's not the ones. Damn it. Yeah, and the worst part is one of them is for pain. And it's not like a pain pill that you would have to worry about me with, but it's for pain. And I'm just in pain, and I don't want to be in pain anymore. I'm not in like excruciating, can't function pain, but I'm in like really annoying pain in progress. I wish you could see the interface. Well, I don't, because I obviously don't want to advertise what drugs I'm on. Here we go. Okay, great. Lovely. Okay, wonderful. My prescription list is just Captcha stuff, yeah. It's just like, do you want a, so I guess sync locally, and then it's in my library, and then I can drag and drop it in. Yeah, there we go. I wonder what's going on there. Oh, it's playing in both places at once. So the Splice plugin's actually kind of stupid, isn't it? This bridge. So I want to hear this up next to a metronome to see how far off it is. Wow. Maybe that was too many. Too many chops. Way too many. Chop into, let's do medium. Okay, and then patterns, drum and bass. could also chop it into... I like that. Nah, maybe not. It's a little much. Maybe we should just open this up in SliceX. Beep. There we go. Now we have a little, depending on how this is cut. I feel like SliceX is great. I don't miss it. Or I feel like some people criticize it, and I think it's like exactly what you would need for this type of thing. It's pretty chill. Yay. I have no idea how many people are watching this, and I'm not even going to look. And I'm not going to talk about Spotify. I'm going to make a separate video for that. I have a lot of questions about Spotify. A lot of media has, like a lot of like financial media has, I feel like they just really, really want content. And, you know, I don't really want to give it to them. All right. If anybody's ever used SliceX before, if you've never used SliceX before, this is generally what it's like. You could view spectrum view, dual view, which is actually quite nice. You could even change the bands, change your time format, snap to grid, snap to regions. Then as far as auto slicing, you could just do like dull auto slicing. So it'll be like, and this is usually, I guess you could add a marker there, I suppose. Or add region, rather. I believe that's Alt-M. Add another Alt-M. Do we have to name them? Nice. All right, now, where my MIDI controller at? Actually, it might not be. Oh, it's not plugged in. Derp. I was moving this around. I had my entire, probably can't even hear me, but I had my entire machine hooked up to a, I'll have to go figure this out for a moment. I had my entire machine hooked up to this, like, massive battery backup system, and it would just randomly be like, nope. No, I'm good. And then it would cut all of the power and totally shut down my machine. And I decided that that would be the last battery backup system I would ever buy. Because I've been hurt too many times. I don't care anymore. All right, route this here. Maybe this doesn't have enough power. I wish you could see what I was doing, at least. That would give you some sort of... No? Not powering it? Okay. Let's try this. hoping I wouldn't have to do all this. I mean, this is what being a musician is, essentially. Just struggling to plug things in. There we go. We're in. One of my favorite things about FL Studio, watch it not actually work right now. One of my favorite things about FL Studio is that you could just like usually plug in a MIDI controller like mid-sec. Oh, maybe not. Well, I spoke too soon. Oh, you know what? I bet it's not being detected via USB or some shit. All right. There we go. Well, had some external hard drives in there too. Okay, great. All right, now we're in. Just like a snare. Cool. You could also do things like if I just wanted to select them all, I could have everything cut each other. So nothing would overlap, which is usually a good idea. You could also have this even set to like everything else, but over here you could have everything set to so you're just setting like, and you could do these to each individual one, but I'm just sort of yeah. Same with the start. Same with volume, of course. And you could add an LFO to all this stuff as well, but for now, let's just do this. Select all markers. And then this will, over here you can't see it because it's probably behind the window, but this will try to emulate the original. I'm just going to erase this. And there's probably another piece here that could go. We could quantize this. There we go. And then we could add to this. Maybe there's another long kick. Yeah, it's nice and messy. That might work. Yeah, it is quite an odd beat. What if we manually swing it this way, or automatically? Nice. Lovely. Oh, my earphones are stuck. Oh. All right. I got a bass here. I don't know how it's going to sound. I don't know if it needs a battery. I haven't played it in over a year. I hate six string basses, but for some reason I thought it would be interesting. Ben, did Phoenix or Sleep come first? No idea. Probably Sleep. I think I remember showing my coworkers at Babbage's software Sleep. And I assume Phoenix probably came a little bit after that. 10, right? Yes. Oof. I know there's a tuner, I just don't know. We're gonna need it. Ooh. No. Oh, it tunes at B, that's why. I was like, how could this be so far off? Wonder if I could tune this up to C. Maybe it's worth a try. I like C so much better than B. I hate using tuners. God. I'm gonna tune the harmonic. Really? That's a whole note down? Who needs a note this low? It's silly. Yeah, I can't even... There. I need this turned up higher. Hey Ben, a question that has been on my mind for so long since watching. The Cellus synth morph. How on earth did you manage that? It was... What was I using? It was reactor and something else. I'll have to like go back and look at the session. Yeah, I hate walking with my fingers on a 6-string bass. Yeah, it just sounds so not right. I think I was using Reactor and oh, what's that wireless protocol? I just haven't used it in forever. Oh, God, Reactor has MIDI and what is it called? It's a wireless data transmission protocol. OSC, yes, thank you. All right, what's this sound like? First. That seems cheap. Stevie. That's too dark, that's too deep. That's too high. So easy on a guitar. That's nice. Let's just record it on a BPM into Edison. I realize I could just right click everything, but on play forever. maybe the super light, muddy version. Then we could just put it through some distortion. Okay, this one's going to be impossible on this giant ass thing. Ugh. That. Yeah, whatever. We'll try that. So I'm just going to remove everything but this. I don't remember where I started here. Didn't I have a beat? Oh no, that's right. It was I sliced it. I sliced it up. I'm just like trying to make my own splice, trying to make my own loop rather than it being a direct performance. Oop, that's our problem. I was like, actually, maybe. I might actually change the time sig here. Not hear bass with these headphones on. There we go. I hate this guitar. We want to do any soloing. I realize that there's a open ground crazy hum happening right now. Not anymore. Okay. Drop that beat. This is going to be really awkward, probably. Especially because there is no sound. Right? Yeah. Especially because there is no sound. Oh, you know what I'd love to put this through? Damn. No, what's the name of it? I'll figure it out. I just bought it. Needlepoint. Oh, wow. You know what would be great for this? Actually, something so much more subtle. The Planet Woodens. Yeah. Yeah. Nice bass on that too. Let's go down a notch. An octave, a notchtive. Oh, that's my issue. Yeah, I don't think we could pull off a F under that. Yeah, that'll work. The noise of the... What if we aged it? I do want to add in a kick. Actually, isn't there like a fruity kick? I've never really used it, but I feel like this might be the first time I will. I think it's just a kick designer. Bass can go where? Well, this isn't a bass, rather. It's a little much on that peak controller. Actually, I kind of want to put these drums there too, but I don't know. Actually, I will send the drums to here. Drum reverb. Route to this track. And the drum reverb will route to the duct track. And then we could use a spring. Do I have a spring that isn't Softtube? Softtube's a subscription, and I don't want to use it. I don't want to use any subscriptions for anything right now. I don't want to have to resubscribe if I ever want to hear this again. I know I have a spring. Oh, you know what? You could get a spring sound out of Luxverb. A little much. Bet they even have a... Oh, you know what? I'll use an impulse. Yeah, why don't I use my own impulses that literally come with this shit? Yeah, that would be smarter. Alright, now I gotta see how many viewers. 29 viewers, that's a healthy number, I like that. Not too many, not too little. Oh, what do we got? Oh. Optional paralysis. Let's go out of norm here. Somewhere where we wouldn't usually, like maybe a voice, an out of tune voice. Damn. That's a little too weird. kind of want to bring this down to 12-bit. There we go. I need a toy piano. I think Piano Tech has one. Jesus Christ, is Piano Tech not the most used plugin in the world? Jeez, for me at least. I don't know why I need a toy piano. I need something like this. I could just like turn this off. Right? Yeah. Right? No. Okay, there we go. Just needs to sound shitty. There we go. Let me just set this in a separate pattern. That'll work. I guess this could actually... That would actually be, this slot right here would be a good solo. Like, yeah. Could double time it. Fuck it. Let's do that. This is going to be difficult. I'm going to have to do this at half speed if I want to do it this way. Stop it. Yes. So we were at what, 160? This is weird. I'm gonna have to. Okay, try something experimental. Okay. We'll see. Oh, why did that fucking stop recording automatically? What a dick. Oh, and it's recording it into this pattern. That was my own fault. Never mind. Alright, let's hear this all together, and hopefully it didn't quantize it automatically. Hopefully I turned that off. My timing wasn't that bad. Still pretty bad though. Everything should be plugged in here. What's the electronics on the guitar have gone? Nope, I would hear that then. 9, 10, analog. So many damn inputs. I should be able to monitor this, though. This would be my voice. Huh. Whenever. I imagine that whatever's stopping it from working is probably saving everybody's ears or something. Try it on new channel. Yes. There we go. Whatevs. Okay, I'm just gonna right. I know it's prettier to right click, so I'll do that on stream. All right. I need this to go away because it's picking up too much of my guitar in it. If I'm liking the drums, if there's a solo in there. I have made a huge mistake. The tonality of the whole thing. These are so awful. Is that like my phone or something? What's creating that? Oh. So trash is literally just trash at this point. good to know. Oh, you know what would be fun? Guitar. What would be fun is guitar into Spec Ops. Or you know what? Actually, what's the this one? Forgot all about this. Maybe I'll just record it raw and then... Alright, we need Edison up in here. Yeah, that's nice. Literally a ghetto solo. Love it. No showing off. Garage band-esque. Dig it. Put massive amounts of reverb and delay on that. And it might actually all come into play. Do they have like some crazy thing in here? I love how messy it sounds. Now I kind of want everything to like block everything else off. And these drums should just be slammed a bit more. Symbol. I'm not going to find one there. Ride, ride, ride. like I could randomize the panning too, like bipolar panning. Go crazy. It's a little odd, but... It's like the loosest track I've ever heard in my life. It's a minute of music that I will just now, I don't know what to do with it. Delete it? That's what I always do with it. You know, we could play with... I don't know. I feel like that would have been a better start, eh? Oh, well, thank you for buying my music on Spotify. Yeah, I haven't really checked out Addict Drums. I haven't checked out Addictive Drums. I thought I had it, didn't I? Nah, not on this new computer. What did I have? I'm just gonna type drum. Maybe I'll find it. Drum computer. No, it's not one of these. Oh, it's from that big company. Moto Drum. Moto Drum. There. Nice. No, I do like Superior drums. I forgot I had drum pads up here. I'm playing with the keys. Oh, they're kind of weird. Cool. I wonder if I could, nah, I don't have it anymore. It's so funny, I've uninstalled so much stuff, like so many things. I bet I could go... I wonder if I could export pigments to drums. That'd be pretty rad. Oh no. I feel a pee break coming on. I think, I actually think Moto Drum is partially... I think the reason it doesn't sound that realistic is because I think it is partially silver modeled. Yeah, physically modeled. See, check this out. No tip. That didn't really make a difference, did it? Let's try a silver drum. I don't know what that means, but sounds same snare. God, do we have any better snares? Come on. Oh yeah, a babinga. Now, and I'm playing with no tip. Yeah, it is kind of a good reggae snare. That's not reggae. You can change your room to a garage. And then they have beats. Wake up, little woman. I've got a treat for you. I built a cabin in my woods. This is way darker than I wanted it to sound. I didn't mean it to turn into like a murder thing. I thought like just like cupcakes would be in the cabin. Afro-Cuban, there we go. Do we have any Afro-Cuban kits? That's the question. Oh, wait. Guess not. Oh, I hope they would have more like... Rataplan, maybe? No. That's metal. Plexi. Yeah, I don't know what any of these things mean. Fistful of comps. Jacid. Doubt. Everything's metal. I don't make metal. Disco. I kind of like this, actually. That's kind of what I wanted. Put me in a booth. And there is a cowbell. I just don't know where it is. There it is. And claps. Oh, and then our grooves out here. Oh, so we got like 5 bar. No, 5 bar. Let's see, we got 6/8 grooves. Nice. I dig this. But now we need a jazz kit. One with a snare that's not a fucking empty barrel of oil. Guess that's not a thing, is it? Okay, give me this goddamn snare. We're customizing this. It's disgusting. How do I tune this? Can you not tune the snare? All this customization? If I like, it's a video game, just like tighten it. There's got to be a way to tune the snare. Bummer. Edit element. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this. Okay. I'm talking all this trash. Nice. Beautiful. I don't want to save a preset. All right. What the hell was that? And the snare, the volume of the snare can go down a little bit. I get lost in this stuff forever, so I'm just going to stop right there and I'll just... I wonder if I could go pee and play this beat at the same time. All right, ready? Doesn't work, by the way. The stupid drum beat with the, well, it's not stupid drum beat, it's a totally fine drum beat. But this drum beat with that over it actually sounded quite nice, but I couldn't stream it out, guys. Can I drag and drop this to a piano roll? No. Maybe I can in grooves. Well, what groove am I listening to now? There we go. Cool. Sweet. So, what was I saying? I had some idea, and I lost it. Reading the comments for like the first time in this entire thing. I looked at my phone. And I have, it's an honest mistake, and I'm not mad about it, but I just want to read it out loud because it's funny. Okay. From Andrew Jervis. Oh, I shouldn't say the name. Damn it. Can I bleep that out? well, who cares? It's a person being nice. I'm planning on featuring a track from Curly and Tapes on the Bandcamp Weekly on Tuesday of next week. I was prepping for the show today, and while downloading the track, I accidentally deleted your photo. So sorry, I've never done that before in the 10 years of working here. I see the photo is on your Instagram, so I hope it's easily re-uploadable. Sorry for the hassle, plus I hope the play on Tuesday helps. Bandcamp deleted my profile photo. It's just kind of like, I don't know, for some reason I just think that's so funny. I think that's funny because I'm just imagining the moment when he realized he did it and he's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, that's like just I kind of got to see it now. I gotta take a look and see if this is real. All right, Bandcamp. Bandcamp. Oh yeah, it's gone. It's just a blue-green gradient. It's so funny. Here I am all talking up Bandcamp to Spotify, and then they go on and delete my photo. No, that's cool. This will be the first time that I've been in a Bandcamp Weekly, I think. Which is funny because for like at least a few hours, Curly and Tapes was the #1 selling album on the entire thing, on the entire network. So that's cool. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been on like the Bandcamp Weekly stuff. So I gave you guys 2 hours to think about a game server. Should it just be Minecraft? Should I just go with that? Is the dog on my new album Lucy? No. Lucy wishes. Yeah, I feel like Minecraft. Plus, Bo Beats has a Minecraft server, and I feel like if he has anything, I have to have it. You know, like I can't let Bo have a Minecraft server and then me not have one. What kind of bullshit is that? Let me see my dog. No, she's sleeping. She's had a very long day, Lucy. Well, she didn't have a long. It was like we had a tornado watch here, and whenever it's really, really stormy, I bring Lucy to a rodeo center, which is like just a gigantic indoor dirt thing with like stadium seating, and then just make her run laps around it. And so that's what she did today. Her walk sucked. I think all of the songs are from this year on Curly and Tapes. It's really loud, sorry. What happened to the old server? I don't know. I think I just stopped paying for it because like nobody logged in for over a month or 2 months. I think I paid for it for quite a ways after. But now I could just run it on the Dedi, and if nobody logs into it, then I can just shut it down and restart it if needed. Was resent in the April sunshine shed supposed to spell rat ass? No. Not on purpose, but it was funny because like anytime when shipping it and when like referring to the album, we would always use abbreviations like that, like Soundtrack to a Vacant Life was Stavel, and anything that had a long name. And so yeah, we would type Radass all the time. But I think it kind of like lost its funniness after the 500th time we typed it in as a query or tag for the thing. You got deja vu? I don't think it works on a stream. Usually when somebody tells me they have deja vu, I try and say something really unexpected. But I feel like on a stream, that would just not really work out. No, I will probably not. I thought about releasing things from earlier in my career on streaming services before, and now I'm not. Okay, I think I'm sunsetting streaming services with my music. But you know, it's a good question. Is it feasible to physically model the way a needle carves into a phonograph cylinder? Yeah, probably. I don't know how to do it, but it's probably possible, yeah. Let me get my IP here. So funny to be like remoting into another server while I'm streaming. Like it's just like so much overload. I want to give out my all right. So here we go. Let's try this. Get rid of this window. I almost got OBS. I almost tried to get OBS to reference a window that's like already. All right. Perfect. Now, OBS, where you at, homie? Window capture. No, not that one. This one. Yeah. So this, if we were to like scale it this way, I mean, this is like very uncustomized, but yeah. Sorry. So this is, I got this to target things. I don't want to show my IP up there. I got this to target things that are being hosted on an IPFS server and then also on my computer. And so this is functionally decentralized. Like, I mean, it's, you know, not as many, there's only like 2 hosts, but if you like click the flash bulb and move around, it moves this fast. It's actually quite cool. That's Solar One. That one wasn't tagged correctly. I don't know why it has a Serato thing by default. Some of them, the album artwork is obviously not working yet. But yeah, like you could sort of scratch around that quickly. You can heart things, you can rate things. Open it in Last.fm, download, add to playlist. Yeah, but all of this is not that good. I mean, this is essentially just like a scaled down Plex server, but look how fast you could change the tracks, which I realize is like, you know, the same as you would get with Spotify, but the idea here is that all of this is, you know, on a pseudo decentralized platform, which makes me feel good that it didn't just take a shit. And I did this in, yeah, this is on a Windows server, the actual interface. But the files are being hosted in a peer-to-peer platform. So how's that? Mom, what do you think about that? I know she's here. Mom, aren't you proud? I'm looking around here. Have I found a synth that I like more than the Polybrute since I made a video about it? No, I don't think so. And yeah, you know, I realized I think with the stuff that you've heard in Curly and Tapes, there is quite a bit of Polybrute in there, and I think a lot of that is just from playing with it. And right now the Polybrute's not in this room. It's not in my studio. It's upstairs. It has its own space because I like playing with it. I like playing with it more than I like, you know, I mean, I like finishing tracks and stuff, but yeah, I just enjoy playing with it. Yeah, Curlian Selections was going to be not Super CD, DVD-A. Initially, that's how it was like mastered. I don't know if I still have the stems in order that would be like, because I know they were all like linked to like a Nuendo session or something like that at the time, or a Cubase session. I wouldn't put my energy into it. I don't think, you know what I mean, because it's such an old album, and I feel like there's just cooler things that I could put my time in, you know, like put time and energy into. Like I feel like I feel like and also the target audience. Here's the thing, I would do it if I had like one thing that kind of drives me crazy is you know, I have all these like high-end headphones and wireless Bluetooth earbuds, and there's AirPods and stuff. If they had like good gyroscope tracking and could literally do, I mean, they kind of claim to do this with like Atmos, but they don't really. Like, that's the thing, is like if these headphones just had good gyroscope tracking, that would actually start to make sense, but it doesn't. So, I mean, yeah. What's my favorite album I ever made? It might be Reunion, to be honest, because I made Reunion in a month. And I made it not in my own studio. I made it in a studio called Maestromatic that was owned by Mark Messing in North Chicago, and it was essentially being like, it couldn't afford rent anymore, and they were about to move, but I think they were on tour or something, and so I just had like a month alone in this studio. And I mean, they had like tape machines. I like cut and splice tape for this, and yeah, I think it's just like one of those albums that I don't feel like I could make again in that fashion. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, my mom says Reunion is absolutely the best album, so. Yeah, I don't think stem separation will ever get that good. At least. I mean, I think it could get that good, and it could synthesize audio to like make it to make it sound realistic, but I don't think it'll be true. You know what I mean? Because you're just like estimating. Like that's like, if you make it sound any better than it is now, you would just be estimating what the bass and the timbre of the cymbals were doing and stuff like that, just because you are replacing missing information. So I don't think it'll ever get there, but that's fine. I don't care. How do I make full tracks so quickly? I don't. I make tracks slow now. Back in the day, my mom can attest, I used to make like 3 a day. I used to just go nuts. But now, now sometimes I'll spend an extraordinary amount of time on them. And like, you know, what I did in the stream today, I would not consider that a track at all. It's gone. I'll never hear it again. And I'm happy with that. I had fun. Least favorite album. I feel like most stuff from That's a good question. I feel like I should just look. I feel like compositions for piano, I probably would have worked a little bit. I don't know. I feel like what's the word I want to use? Or the term I want to use. I feel like I was just trying to make it a little bit more accessible and trying not to make it as jazzy as I normally would have or something like that. And I think it worked really. I think like my number one song on Spotify is from that album. Like I think it does really well at, making like memorable melodies that stick in people's heads. But yeah, I probably could have. Yeah, it doesn't really excite. I don't listen to it ever. Have I ever tried quitting music but failed to do so because I just have to do music to be satisfied with myself? No. No, I've never had a reason to do that. I can say that like I had quit touring. I had quit playing shows after COVID. When COVID happened, I was like, okay, this is an excuse to just transition to this new part of my life. And I went to Nashville for Summer NAMM, I think, last year? I don't know. My time, 2 years ago. And yeah, I went to a jazz club and there was a vocalist. I don't want to like name him by name or anything, but there's a vocalist who was like kind of in his last stage of like he had cancer and he was kind of like, chemo wasn't working and it was kind of his last show. Or not show, but like, I mean, they literally like had to like help him up on stage and he just wanted to sing one more time. And that kind of made me like, obviously it was like the most emotional thing I've ever seen, but it made me realize that like, this is a life. This is a lifestyle choice and I should probably not just, and so that's why like the last show that I played, I brought my family out and stuff. I wanted to make a bigger deal out of it. I wanted it to be more sentimental. Who would I count as my biggest influence in electronic music? And who has impacted my released music? Huh. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's obviously a lot. It's, like it. So I really can't answer this question objectively because most of my favorite electronic musicians are my friends. Or they're people that I've toured with or something like that. Or they might be people that like I've had not the best interactions with and then I'm not that happy about personally. And then that might kind of, that kind of skews the way that I hear their music. And so, like Kettle, Machine Drum, those are like, I love their music. Everything they make, I adore it. But they're also like people who are close friends of mine. Telephone Tel Aviv, obviously. Like, I adore everything Josh makes. And of course, I adored everything that Josh and Charlie made before Charlie passed away. So yeah, so I can't really answer that objectively, I think. I think for a long time I was bouncing things. I was kind of bouncing back and forth. Like, I don't want to say that I was like, that Square Pusher's music inspired me to make music like Square Pusher, but Square Pusher's music inspired me to not be scared to make things in the style of like Jaco Pastorius and Buddy Rich, which was what he was doing, you know, because he's like a jazz player as well. And I feel like him, so, I mean, to like, so he inspired me a lot, but he more inspired me being like, you know, rather than, because electronic music at the time in the early 2000s really didn't cross over into anything like jazzy or gospel-y until, well, I heard until I heard Tom or Square Pusher's music. I never did meet Jeff Beck, no. Oh, thank you. I'm really glad that I've inspired you to make music. No, I don't think there was one person that inspired me to make music, but I did have kind of a mentor, Mark Messing, for a long time. I think he kind of held my hand through. If you watch my video on the steps of being a professional musician, or stages of being a professional musician, I talk about him a bit, where, you know, like, he kind of held my hand while my ego got smashed, and then, you know, built up my musicianship a bit more. Antonio, hey Ben, ever received the offer to be in a super band like Joshua and Nin? Yes. I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's very related to Joshua and Nin. I have a lot of friends who are related to Nine Inch Nails. I've spoken to Trent Reznor. I'm not in a long time, but yeah. It's, but no, I never did. I mean, I never took one of the offers, obviously. But I did try out for one. But yeah, whenever you join a band like that, especially with like the major labels and everything, you pretty much sign a contract shelving your own music for a period of time, even a period of time after. And so it's kind of, yeah. But I can't name who it was. I'm pretty sure that I signed a confidentiality agreement. But yeah, I don't think I would ever do it, because I don't want to have to be under contract to like hide my own music or not release music for a period of time. And then also, yeah, that's just not me. I'm not the type of person to like play a show every night in a giant band. And yeah, that's just, you know, I've toured enough to know that that's not my thing. Yeah, These Open Fields was like a weird, I don't know how to describe it. It was like a weird left field thing that I did that, yeah. And at the time you really couldn't, you know, you couldn't like do something like that without a record label. And so I was really grateful of, Bonner Wax in Germany for releasing that and paying me to make it. Yeah, record that tunnel. Don't worry too much about traffic, like background traffic. Do I think it would be harder to forge a musical career now or back when I started out? That's a really hard question to answer because there's so many variables. Like, I think now I could make the music that I'm like this is something that I like don't. It's something that I don't honor as much as I think I should. So when I first started making music, or I guess when I first started making music that sounds anything like the music I'm making now, it was utterly unacceptable. Like I used to I used to play shows where I would have like a JX305 and like all of this gear behind turntables at like an underground party because like people could not conceptualize electronic music unless there's a DJ. And so I would hide the fact that I was playing live and make it look like I was just behind turntables in order to get any sort of positive reaction. Otherwise, it was just not cool. And so things were just like a lot more difficult. And electronic music at the time was just like putting a house beat over the Speed Racer song. It was very, yeah, it was, I don't even know what word to use, gimmicky. Gimmicky and ravey, and it was always tied to a scene. And so what I was doing was like really, really hard because it wasn't tied to a scene and it wasn't tied to a genre. And every time that I switched genres, like releasing These Open Fields or something, which was even different from the stuff I was releasing before that, it would disappoint everybody. Like, it would disappoint people who expected you to be part of a genre. That doesn't exist so much today. Like, I feel like I could make any of my albums today and nobody would be like, whoa, this is really weird. And I wouldn't have to get over any sort of like prejudice, just genre prejudice. But yeah, so many times in my life, people would, like, other producers early on would tell me, that I should quantize, I should learn how to quantize my beats and stuff, not realizing that I was like intentionally programming things a lot. So that was hard to get past. I think that, like, obviously needing a record label was awful. It was terrible. There was so much ego and gatekeeping. But now, obviously, things are much different too. Like, just things have gotten with, the streaming platform issues and stuff. So, to answer the question, I feel like it'd be easy. It's easier to be an electronic musician today than it was then. Might be harder to make a living. But even then, I was making such a shit living before I started writing for ads. Like, I was like, the amount of touring I was doing and everything was like, it was not healthy. Oh man, GPU Audio's having their IR competition. I gotta see this. I knew that this was going to be a thing. I gotta look. Is it on their website? I don't think anything's on their website, is it? Events. Oh, here we are. No, building the accelerated audio computing. That's from November. Yeah, okay, whatever. Must be just in their Discord. Okay, so yeah, Cameron and myself were initially, like, we were going to make Impulses and be the hosts of that competition, like, kind of make a video of us making Impulses and then kind of back up and be like, now it's your turn and we'll, whatever the prizes are. And I'm not going to say anything, but I'm not going to say anything negative about anybody or about any company or anything, because I don't really feel that negatively, but I feel like I'm not getting something with that company. I feel like I'm missing something, and it could just be me, but I have spidey senses when it comes to tech projects and stuff, and I feel like they're just not telling me everything. And so with Bitwig Gate and fucking Spitfire and all these companies that are just like, I don't know, like kind of latched onto certain creators, and I just told Cameron, I was like, let's just do it and sell the Impulse back. Like, let's just do it ourselves. I'll fund it. I paid for the hotels and stuff, and yeah. So, but again, that's not, that's just me, and that's just my weird spidey senses, and I was just like, I can't be attached to a company that like I don't fully have alignment with, I guess. I don't know. What else were we saying here? What's the other question? Why did Alpha Basic close? So I released our Simulacra the day before the album release was the day when my booking agent dropped me, or my booking agency dropped me because COVID was basically exploding. That was like the first big holy shit, the world's ending, right? So, but I was like, okay, that doesn't affect, we have, thousands of pre-orders, whatever, everything's fine. And so I ship all the stuff out. I had a lot of help, and we shipped the stuff out, and I don't even know what percentage gets returned, like especially international, because like if you recall, Italy was already like in lockdown. England was already in lockdown before it hit US bad. And so everything, customs wasn't there. And so everything got sent back, and shipping costs more than it cost to buy the CD. And so we had to either be like, well, we're not sending anybody their stuff, or we have to honor that they bought something and do right by them and send everything back and pay out of pocket. And so I lost a lot of money on the CD release. And then that was also, which is, I think it's always funny to mention this just because I feel like it's been like forgotten about a little bit. But do you remember when mail didn't work for like a summer because it was before the Trump election and mail info naturally mail intentionally got fucked up so they could try and not do mail-in voting that year. And anyway, that was kind of the nail in the coffin, was just mail not working in the US either. And it was just like, well, we can't afford UPS and FedEx for every single CD. And then ultimately, something that I've said for a long time was I can't wait until I don't make money on CDs anymore. Meaning that like, I can't wait until I don't have to go through this process and like make a bunch of plastic shit and, deal with logistics and shipping and all this stuff, because it just feels so wasteful. But as long as it makes a profit, I'm just not going to be able to like feel good about abandoning that business model. And that was the year where I was like, okay, we're done. Like I'm done with CDs now. That's okay. And so I wasn't that beat up about it. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Do I think something like sim selections would have helped me? Absolutely. That's one of the reasons I'm such a fan of everything that's going on the Discord server. Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. And I feel like the first time I had anything like that would be, which is very different, but it would be ad composing, because it was like I had to meet, I had to make cues. I had a certain time limit to do something. It was usually much lamer, but, like writing something for a demo fee for an ad agency, that was kind of like my version of that, because it's kind of musical boot camp. Why did I start a YouTube channel? I think just because I wasn't really that social. I kind of decided that I don't know, that it would be nice to just share some stuff with the world via video. I had camera equipment, and for up until like 2020, I kind of looked at it where, if I got stressed out by things or if I didn't have time to do it, I would just not release a video for a month or 2 or 3. But I think once COVID hit, all of a sudden I think I just realized that like it was valuable to people somewhat, like there was value to it, like more so than just me, getting like some free gear or something. I felt like there was actually like, I started seeing the bigger picture of things. And so I think all of 2020, I think I did a video a week, which was crazy. I couldn't do that now because my videos generally take longer, but yeah. I don't think I know DJ SkyMall. But anyway, I think I'm good for now. I think I'm gonna go have myself a drink, and I guess I'll set up a Minecraft server while responding to emails. Thanks for watching, everybody. I think I'm gonna bring some software back on these streams and stuff like that this week. In fact, I wanted to do that this week, but I was just like, let's just chill, make some music, do whatever we want. Yeah, fun. It was a fun stream. Cool. And I should have a video responding to a lot of the questions about the Spotify video, which has just been insane because I don't know how many people viewed it, because if you search YouTube glitch, you'll find that everybody's had a, I like uploaded the video, and maybe 2 or 3 hours after that, like the video was doing insanely well, and then there was just this big glitch that happened, and I went to bed that night, maybe like less than 12 hours after uploading the video, and it had nearly 30,000 views at one point, and I was like, what? And then next morning it had like 6,000, and then I looked on my like YouTube studio and it had under 1,000, and it was like shaming me for having a video that was performing. So I was like, what is going on? And now it keeps going up and down, and it's gotten like mixed up with their algorithm, and so it's performing very oddly. So, but yeah, it's just so weird to like not know. But yeah, anyway. All right, it was fun. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next week, and you'll probably see a video from me before then. And yeah, cheers. Bye.